Alright, so let's take the 2014 Nissan LEAF SL for a ride. But first, listen to this. You gotta love EVs. Alrighty, so I'm starting in Eco mode, and I put myself directly in the B mode, which means better regenerative braking, so we recoup more energy than in the standard mode. And don't worry, you don't really feel it that much. At first, the brake really feels like a regular brake pedal, okay? You feel the brakes slowing down the car, so you don't really get that sensation of regenerative braking. But if you press a little bit more, obviously the car slows down more, but then you really feel the regenerative braking. Here's another thing that should convince you. As I recharge the car with the Coulomb Technology Charge Point charger, I spent about an hour. I tapped the card, and for $1, the Leaf estimated I had about 20 miles. Think about it, $1, 20 miles. Even though it only sits, technically it only sits 4 people, you can actually put a 5th person here for very short rides. But all in all, there's a lot of space in here. It's comfortable, the back seats hold you well enough, and well, it's a good sedan. As far as ergonomics, the car is pretty well conceived of. Everything pretty much falls right into your hands. The knob is really where it should be, the forward and backwards. It has 2 driving modes. It has the regular driving mode and then the B mode, which basically accentuates the regenerative braking. Everything is great. Maybe the only thing I would have asked for is a telescopic steering column, but it tilts up and down, and that's more than enough that we really need. Everything is pretty much manual, even in the SL version, but the SL version has some very nice leather seats, heating seats in the front, behind, and also heating steering wheels. One thing I really like about the Nissan Leaf is the angle of the infotainment screen. It's perfect because in a lot of cars that we've tested, the angle is a little bit too much to the front, and it means that when the sun shines around noon, it shines directly on it and you can't see anything. This car, it's perfect. Even if the sun shines perfectly above, you can still see everything. Now that's really smart. The navigation system on this car is absolutely fantastic, and this is the highlight of the SL. This is the part I like the most. When I park this car, I can see everywhere around the car. But when we back up, when we park, parallel park, or when we go forward, we can click on the camera and see how far we are in the front, how close we are to the cars next to us, to the sidewalk. Now let me show you how you charge the car. It's very simple, basically. Since we have the SL version, we have the fast charger and the level 2 charger. And everything is pretty neat. I don't know, you probably can't see it in the sunlight, but you've got 2 lights shining on both of these chargers. Open up, and this will plug into your regular household outlet, 110 volt, or your dryer, your 240 volt. In other words, your level 2 charger. But if you happen to be near a fast charging station, this is what you want to have. This is the fast charger. This is direct DC current, and this will send some serious voltage and some serious amperage into this car. In other words, in about 20 minutes to 30 minutes, you have an 80% charge of the entire battery pack. So after test driving this car for now 6 days, I'm giving it back tomorrow, boohoo. I can say one thing, Nissan has done a great job on improving an otherwise pretty good car so far, right? This is really the 2nd generation of Nissan Leafs. I can only imagine what they will do for the 3rd generation. It's been a lot of fun, and we can definitely say that Nissan has improved the Leaf in leaps and bounds. The top of the line, the Nissan 2014 LEAF SL, does a pretty good job at being energy efficient, at least much more than the others were. LED headlights, everything else inside. I could actually achieve 86 miles back and forth on highway with it. It's a pretty good thing, you know, for a car like that. So we're concluding our 7th day test driving this great little EV, and I have to say Nissan has done an excellent job updating the car and upgrading the car. I'm very interested to see what they're going to do next. I have a few ideas, obviously. I want a sports version. I want the race version. You know, the one Paul Scott got to drive? That's the one I'd like to see. But in the meantime, I'm gonna enjoy driving this car a little bit longer. I might not give it back just yet. I don't know. It's just too much fun driving an electric car. So long!